I have a note here and a quote I'd like to enter into the record, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection.
From Laura, from the First Community Credit Union in Chesterfield, Missouri, in my home district. And she says, I quote, "We recently had a member apply for a home mortgage because he was ready to downsize. He has always had a mortgage with us and a good job with the same company for 15 years. He took a different role at his company, one that was less physically demanding, and he could still easily afford the house with his credit was perfect. But because of the CFPB regulations and changes to his income, and his mortgage was not a, quote, qualified mortgage by CFPB arbitrary standards. Our choices were to deny the loan or proceed without our safe harbor. And in the interest of our long-term member, we did the loan for him." But she goes on to say, "But why should it be this way?" Laura from First Community Credit Union in Chesterfield, Missouri wants to know why she can't give, under the CFPB rules, her member of good standing with credit that was perfect, a home mortgage loan. Mr. Chairman, moving on to community banks. They were at the White House with President Trump just the day before yesterday, asking for relief from these burdensome regulations. They're tired of shuttering their community banks and being gobbled up by big banks out there. Statistics, according to the FDIC reporting data, there were 7,658 banks, 7,658 banks in the U.S. in 2010, and only 5,980 banks at the end of 2016. Since Dodd-Frank was enacted, less than one bank charter has been granted per year. So, Mr. Chairman, I've given you anecdotes and information and data that proves why the Choice Act is necessary, why this repeal and replacement of Dodd-Frank, and why people in my constituents in the Missouri 2nd District and across America are begging for us to put an end to these overly burdensome rules and regulations so that they, in fact, and all American families and small businesses who have been hurting for so very long can have the kind of personal freedom to make their own financial decisions, to get a home loan, to grow their business, to, in fact, realize the American dream. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.